In the riverside town of Mizutani, where the current sang lullabies to willow trees, Haruto carved wooden toys in a cluttered workshop. His hands, rough from years of whittling, shaped animals and boats that delighted children. But his heart was heavy. 7 years ago, his wife, Noriko, a weaver whose tapestries adorned every home, died in childbirth, along with their newborn son. Haruto buried his grief in his craft, distancing himself from Mizutani's warmth. The townsfolk, once his family, now felt like strangers. A girl named Runa, barely 8, lingered near his shop. Her clothes patched, but her smile bright. She'd appeared last spring, claiming the river gave her a home. Runa collected Haruto's wood shavings, crafting tiny figures she swore spoke to her. Haruto, gruff but soft-hearted, let her stay, though her tales of river voices, spirits carrying the wishes of the departed, unsettled him. At night, he'd find her by the riverbank, whispering to glowing ripples, saying, "She wants you to fix the town." One autumn, a traveler named Kaide arrived, a weaver with a loom strapped to her back. Her threads shimmered like Noriko's, and her presence stirred Mizutani. She set up in the town square, weaving tapestries that told stories of Mizutani's past. Festivals, harvests, love. "Your toys belong in these stories," she told Haruto, her gaze piercing. He shrugged, avoiding her, but her words echoed Noriko's dream of a community bound by craft. Runa began leaving wooden carvings on Haruto's workbench, intricate, unlike her clumsy attempts, depicting scenes from Noriko's tapestries. Haruto's breath caught. They matched designs he'd never shared. "The river showed me," Runa said, her eyes distant. Doubting yet drawn, Haruto dug out Noriko's last tapestry, unfinished, its threads frayed. It showed Mizutani's festival, halted since her death. A note tucked inside read, "Bring us together, Haruto." Guilt gnawed at him. Mizutani had frayed like the tapestry. Shops closed. Neighbors drifted. Kaida rallied the town, teaching children to weave, and Runa dragged Haruto to help. He carved toys for the kids, their laughter piercing his solitude. But he resisted fully joining, fearing he'd betray Noriko. At night, he dreamt of river lights forming Noriko's face, whispering, "Build it again." One winter night, a flood threatened Mizutani. Runa vanished toward the river, and Haruto, heart pounding, followed. He found her clutching a carved boat, glowing faintly, its design Noriko's. "She said you'd come," Runa cried. Haruto carried her to safety, the boat warm in his hands. As the flood receded, he saw it, a perfect replica of Mizutani's festival float, one he'd never shown Runa. Kaida joined them, her loom untouched by water. "The river voices are Noriko's love," she said. "She's asking you to rebuild." Haruto broke, tears mixing with rain. He organized a festival revival, carving a grand float, while Kaida wove its banners. The town rallied, old wounds healing as they worked. Runa led the children, her carvings now simple again, her role fulfilled. The festival lit Mizutani with lanterns and song. Haruto's float, adorned with Katie's tapestries, sailed the river, glowing as if blessed. Runa stayed, adopted by a baker, her origins a mystery, but her presence a gift. Haruto renamed his shop Noriko's River. Oh, Tasas, crafting toys that told Mizutani's story. At dawn, he saw river lights dance, Noriko's voice in their shimmer. "You did it." Mizutani thrived, its heart beating anew, bound by carvings and threads that carried love across time.